Oh, good afternoon, everybody, one and all, from Dame Shirley Plaza in Quincy, California. What a difference it makes throughout the day here in Quincy. It's like a little before 2 o'clock. The sun's been out, and now I gotta look for shade instead of looking for sun. It is quite warm. Upper 60s, low 70s, something like that. And, praise report, my friend's brother noticed my shoes last week, and he's asked me what size I wear. And he says, well, winter's coming, you're going to need some boots. And he picked these up last year in Idaho somewhere for hunting and wore them once on a hunting trip. Like $200 boots, insulated. Got some winter boots, basically brand new, my size. And that's how it's done. You help people out, and they help you out. One hand washes the other. I helped Evan, or my friend, help move a bunch of stuff, a bunch of plants. And his brother came by to pick some plants up and offered to bring me these shoes, and there you have it. So, yeah, I'm set for winter as far as footwear. And I did the gym thing today. Oh, I found my friend Robert found a little over half a pizza, Round Hill Pizza, brought that down to Safeway and offered me some at 7 something in the morning. I was not hungry yet, but I said I'll take you up on that later. And I go back by there around noon, and the pizza was sitting on top of the waters, and I'm like, oh, he left it. So I got lunch. The crisis center had one watermelon left, which is kind of mealy, and I cut it up, but no, not very good. So such is life. Here we are. Let's settle in for a conversation. I don't know how heavy a topic I want to dig into right now. I'm going through some heavy stuff. So are my kids. Obviously, there's a lot of emotions flying, a lot of accusations, and a lot of old traumas being dredged up. And that's going to hurt. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off, right? Ripping the Band-Aid off. Accusations flying, insults flying, etc. It's we're human. We use words. Out of the face comes these vibrations that mean things. And even Solomon says in Proverbs chapter 12 that reckless words pierce like a sword. So, and in the tongue is the power of life and death. So, not my proudest moment, not my best moment of things I said to my daughters, or to my daughter's husband, who's like, in all of this, there's only one person I'm concerned about who could actually present a threat to me, in a real way. And I don't like the kid. I didn't issue any threats. I said, let's have a conversation. I said, it won't end well for you. How would you interpret that? Oh, everyone's chiming in. Everyone's got their opinions. It seems like a lot of people are watching this to like dredge up dirt on me, which is like, yeah, why bother? I'm just a boring old guy. So out here we got the fall colors going in Quincy. I used to live in that house right there. The cedars and the oaks and the colors and the, falling leaves, and it's cold at night, low 30s, freezing some nights. One thing I'll say, I do think that, and I'll take my friend's advice on this, that my spot in the storage closet is blown up because apparently Chandler works for the city in maintenance, and they figured out where I'm staying. And I talked about this before, your point is that place is left open just for such a situation, for emergencies. If you don't provide a relief valve for people to avail themselves of in need, people just, there's more trauma, more anger, more aggression, more damage to people. Oh, excuse me. These bear trash cans are pretty intense. Bear proof. Trash cans are intense. And the more you police everything, try to control everything, and use ancient traumas and hatreds and divisions to punish other people, there's no end to it. An eye for an eye makes the world go blind. I did kind of want to dig into the history. I hate this cowlicks in my hair. The history between Jesse and I and what happened in the first place to cause this rift, to precipitate these reactions from my children, and to turn me into the bad guy, the boogeyman. Literally, I was the boogeyman to my kids for a long time. There was a time after our separation where I was living here in town on Radio Hill, Cemetery Hill. Let's put my hat on because my hair sucks. 1 second. Living on Cemetery Hill. And I needed some warm, it was February, winter here in Quincy. It was cold as hell. I had nearly frozen several nights. I was without a sleeping bag. I had found a blanket, I think, but I was freezing, like nearly to death. I had a fire going every night, and I would huddle around the coals. This is one way I've become a real, fire expert, is how to make a fire that you wrap yourself around to stay alive. And I had to do that many nights. So my gear, I'd worked for REI for a long time. This is 2003 then. Yeah, after I worked for REI. So I had like thousands of dollars of backpacking gear, but it was in the apartment that my first wife, Jessie, and the kids were living in. So before there was any hint of a restraining order or any kind of legal troubles, and we just had a separation, and I needed some help. I needed to get my stuff. I go knock on the door, and I say, Jessie, I need my stuff in the closet. Can you come out and let me get it? I'm freezing every night. Rebecca, Natalie, Teresa, Caleb, you don't know these things. You've heard her side all these years. And I'm 27 years old. I'm at a time had just left a good job at REI because it was 80 miles away. Too much of a commute for $8 an hour. But I needed my gear to stay alive. I'm trying to remember the exact scenario. I think my car had been stranded in Bishop, and I got a ride back here, and I was on the mountain alone with nothing. It was cold. Like February in Quincy is bleak. Late winter. It's cold. I think February is the coldest month, just anywhere, because winter's dragging on, and it just gets old, So I knew I was near death. I knew I was really struggling. I didn't come by in a huff. I didn't come by trying to cause a fight or being aggressive. I just knocked on the door. I said, Jessie, let me get my stuff. I'm freezing every night. Please. Thousands of dollars. I had a 0-degree mummy bag. It's in the closet. At cost at REI was like $150. I had good gear. I had thousands of dollars of gear. And she wouldn't open the door. Like, Jessie, hey, look, I need my stuff. I'm freezing every night out here. Wouldn't open the door. So, 27-year-old kid, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what the fuck? Give me my stuff. Open the door. God damn it. You fucking bitch. So I let loose. I lost my cool. I had a little episode. I crashed out. I see this online all the time. A justifiable crash out. Well, in that case, this was a justifiable crash out. But she never opened the door. She called the cops. They came and talked to me. I wandered over to the Safeway by the time, and Officer Clem came by and said, what's going on, Mark? What are you up to? I'm like, I'm trying to get my gear, dude. I'm freezing every night. I'm having a hard time. My gear's in the closet. She's being a bitch. Can you help me? No, we can't help you. Okay, no, I can't help you. So I then ended up going to a family court. Mediator Trish and Roger Diefendorf, and they said that the way you handle this is you go by the sheriff's office and you knock on the door and ask for a civil standby, so an officer with a gun and a badge can stand by while you retrieve your items, during a dispute. So obviously Jessie and I were having a dispute, and she managed somehow, from that altercation, which was nothing physical, nothing, even through a locked door. And I don't know how she pulled this off. She got a restraining order, stay away order for me. So it just escalated from there, where, I would go by, knock on the door, trying to see the kids. I'm hungry. Like, can you help me out? You're still my wife. We haven't divorced yet. and she would call the cops, and they'd be there. She had them on speed dial apparently, and every time I came by, she would have the kids hide in cupboards and stuff, and I turned me into the boogeyman. So there's okay. I just thought of something as I said that. Some of you watching this on the side of Jesse, namely Teresa, Caleb, Natalie, Rebecca, Chandler, Alyssa Short, whatever, Chandler's sister, you're going to hear that and say, oh yeah, look at his eyes, he's crazy. Obviously he is scary. Look, he's missing a tooth. he's a boogeyman, he's the devil incarnate. And I get that a lot, actually. I get that. It's surprisingly oft common that people think of me as some kind of human devil. And I've just stopped trying to figure out where that comes from, because I know where it comes from. You have an avatar. You are an avatar of a spirit that is operating you and feeding your mind with thoughts, things taught by demons. Your mind is corrupted and diseased. You have a diseased mind. So if you're digging through my catalog of rants and raves and these talks, trying to find dirt on me, you have a diseased mind. And that's just kind of what's up. Yeah, I say some outlandish things. I say things like I'm King Solomon. I say things like I'm going to be president of this country. I say things like, but here's the thing: like those things are true, but to the casual observer, it seems crazy. And so the vibrations of my face have then triggered a response in your operating program, your software that tells you how to interpret the words coming out of my mouth, twists them, it puts spin on them. And this is the problem with being human, that you are in a position where you're being played, like all the time. You're all being played. I know who's playing me. It's the Lord God Almighty, the creator of the ends of the earth. I know that Jesus Christ is guiding every step. I know he's blessing me. I know he strengthens me. I know he gives me hope, and he's my best friend. That's who's playing me. I'm literally just a pawn, just a little, he's playing me like a chess piece, and I'm coming into town. I'm not the pawn, I'm the king. But, you see what I'm getting at. Lion and the lamb kind of thing. So I'm being played, but I recognize it. In all your ways acknowledge him, he shall make your paths straight. I recognize who's playing me. I know who's playing me. I know why, and I know what he's trying to accomplish. Someone on a real bicycle, bike tour, awesome. That's cool. I got a real bicycle right here. I got the Mongoose out today. Look at the Mongoose. I love that bike. That's when Mongoose was a real bike. Nice. Is that a Crux? Specialized Crux? I worked for Specialized for a long time. I'm doing a little video though. I'm trying to get that's a stump jumper hardtail. Or epic hardtail. It's not Crux is their gravel bike. Nice. So you have looks like SRAM Eagle on the back?
Yeah.
Nice setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proper.
Racing.
Yes. And I saw someone with a bike that said Privateer on it down the street. That wasn't you, right? No. So is there a big event around here recently?
No, I'm just training for next year's
Nice.
events.
I'm training to open a bike shop here. I got old steel real bikes like this Mongoose, 1988. Let me finish this video real quick, and we'll have a conversation. That's one of my four now steel steeds. I have a Miata, 1989 Miata road bike.
I had a Miata road bike that was stolen when I was like 40 years ago.
Yeah, hopefully it's not the same one. It's down at the gym. I have a Trek 400 that I painted in 1988 livery with acrylic paints, and then I have a Motive, which is a Costco brand, but it's steel framed. And they're all steel is real kind of thing.
Yeah.
I work for.
You say you made this?
No, I like the Mongoose. This is back before Mongoose was bought out by a Chinese company. Yeah, that's real chromoly steel. I'm going to finish this up real quick, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. God bless America. Yep.